expected United, Manchester United that is, to be playing that way. What's the difference between now Ralf Rangnick, who's been here for a few games, although with a heavy break because of cancellations, postponement of matches, compared to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Did we see a big difference today?
Not for me, no, not really. You know, it's a similar team as well. For me, the game changed when Cavani came on. He has to start every game. He's one of the best. For me, he's the best striker. Him and Lewandowski, best strikers in the world at the moment.
Those two are the best, even though Cavani hardly plays matches.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got the tendonitis issue, doesn't he?
If he gets injured, there's nothing you can do about that. But if he's fit, he should be playing for me. You know, he's a goal scorer. He's a proper centre forward, and then that helps Ronaldo then as well. You know, he gives him more space. He can drop off, and you know, as a team, then we look better. As you've seen tonight, we look better straight away in the second half. The only thing that didn't happen, and he had a couple of chances where he could have won the game and we could have run away with it. And then obviously towards the end, Newcastle came back into it and they could have won the game.
I just don't get McTominay and Fred. You know, they're too similar. They both sit in there, they both sit in there in the centre circle. They both try and break it up. They keep it quite simple. Sometimes Fred tries to pass better than what he can. That's not his job. My point is, you've got to figure out who's your best midfielder. He's saying to me, Matic. Watch Matic come on. His first pass is forward. It makes a difference. It breaks it up. So if that's the way, this is the new manager. He's got to make a decision now because the team that started, I'll be astonished if that's the team. It should be the team that finished. So I'll be interested in
that's happened a few times in the last 4 or 5 months. You know, you look at the bench and you think, wow, that's a strong bench. And then they come on the field and they change the game.
Tell you what. Why don't
that was happening when Ollie was there.
Tell me right now your preferred starting 11 on the expectation that everybody is fit, of course.
I mean, I'd play Matic in the middle. It's pretty much, he can't really do much with the defence. Obviously, Shaw would be playing.
Shaw in for you?
Yeah, Shaw's in.
Okay.
You know, he's a fantastic player.
So centre-backs? So we've got Matic, we've got Shaw, De Gea, I presume will still be number one.
I'd go Varane. Harry.
You sound not particularly confident in saying that.
You know, the pace I'm worried about at the back. But, you know, if the rest of the team do the work rate, they don't have to work at the back. Those two won't have to. They should have cigars out. The front six need to work hard as a team when we haven't got the ball. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Who's in the front six for you?
Well, I've got Cavani, Ronaldo. We've got midfielders. Like I say, you Matic. You could play Bruno alongside him or Van Beek. Again, I'd have Mason on one side and Sancho on the other.
Okay. It's a strong attacking lineup, to say the least.
We've always been an attacking team.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're attacking, you don't have to defend.
Too cautious then?
Yeah, I think we have been for 4 or 5 years, I think. You know, I think if you ask any of the fans who are up there, they see it the same way. Yeah. You know, we've got two midfielders who sit in, and you don't really need that. They need to be working harder further up the field.
Understood. Yeah,
I can go with that. As you say, Man United used to be on the front foot straight away. I just think when you have McTominay and Fred, and then all of a sudden you see him, that to me is too cautious. Actually gives you a bit of lift. I think if the team that came out second half, I think that puts you on the back foot straight away, and that's the big difference. As I say, if you've got world-class players and people who actually can hurt you, then you more of them is the better.
Okay, well, we got some tweets, because earlier on you said you both preferred Shaw, and you just said it, over Alex Telles. So some people have tweeted us saying, offensively, Telles is a better option. I believe it's 10 assists in the last 3 seasons, just in the Premier League. For Shaw, I mean, honestly, that's not good enough, is it? When you're comparing him to some of the other attacking fullbacks in the Premier League, who are achieving far bigger numbers than that in one season, let alone 3.
Stats, you know, they sometimes they're a bit false. It depends who's playing in front of him. And you know, it's who's in the box. We've got one in the box. You know, in the last 4 years, you're looking at putting crosses in, like you say there. The last few minutes, they've got 4 or 5 players in the box. That's Newcastle. We need the same. We need 3, 4, 5 players in the box, and we did in the second half. And that was the difference when you brought the better players on. They want to win the game, and they know how to win the game. You need players on the pitch they know how to win games.
All right. Your thoughts on that? I mean,
stats
are one thing, but does it tell you anything?
You can work a stat how you want to work it. I always say assist. I hear that, and my point of it is, you can feed someone all day long, but if you can put a great ball in, it's up to someone to get on the end of it. I could be putting great ball after great ball, and if nobody's getting on the end of it, hang on a bit, that's not my fault. That's a great ball. So the stat don't actually favour me. If I was actually if there was people in the box, I ain't finding them. get me out of the team.
So still sure for you?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right, understood. You talked about everywhere along the pitch, up front and so forth. I mean, why isn't it the option? I just don't understand, because I felt I've had this conversation with different pundits on many an occasion, but it always seems to be the same thing, and I don't understand. Try to explain to me why Ralf Rangnick isn't, or Ollie, or whoever is picking the side, hasn't done what you're saying, and many other
he's just done it. He's just done it there, but he's doing it in the second half, and that's why everybody's calling us. But everybody's calling us the comeback team. We're the comeback team because we got our best players on the second half. They're all fresh, but it's like in that second half there, we had players and we were playing too far in the field. We need some width. It's not a big pitch, so I don't think it's as wide as Old Trafford. So you've got to make it as wide as you can. And in the second half, we didn't really have anybody out on the left, and everybody was piling down the middle and making it a bit easier, I think, for Newcastle to defend.
Sorry.